Hello, and welcome to Galasso Learning Solutions Genuine Learning blog. My name is Alex Romero. Today we're going to be looking at why GFOA is rethinking financial reporting. Recently, the GFOA has launched a rethinking of several aspects of public finance. Those include rethinking budgeting, rethinking revenue, and rethinking financial reporting. Annual government financial reports typically have three main audiences. The first being elected and appointed officials of the reporting government. Second is the public, or the members of our community. And lastly is participants in the market for local government debt. The GFOA sent out a survey to some of its members to see their attitude towards the value perception of financial reports. That has been broken down into two main categories here: the preparer's perspective and the non-preparer's perspective. The preparers feel as though 55% of them are favorable, thinking that the financial reports are either probably or definitely a good value. Non-preparers, on the other hand, believe 71% of them that there is probably or definitely a good value with the financial statements. As somebody that has been a past preparer of annual financial statements, I would like to think that I would be favorable in that it would either be definitely or probably a good value, my perspective being that, but I'm not sure, since they are so lengthy and cumbersome and difficult to understand, if there really is a lot of value that those audience members receive from the financial reports. That takes us to some areas of concern when looking at the annual financial reports. First, they take a long time to complete. Your team, if you're working internally, it's going to take them a long time to get everything together, to prepare the report. There are complex regulatory requirements. We have new GASB pronouncements that have been coming out almost annually recently, and so making sure that you comply with those does make the reporting more complex. What is the cost benefit for the local government? Are they seeing enough benefit out of producing an ACFR, an annual comprehensive financial report, versus what it can cost them? Costs being time, actual cost of having the report published, having it audited. Then what about the lengthy audit process? It might take a long time to get to the point where you are producing your financial report, which takes us to the next item, that once you have everything prepared, it might be months after the year end. We're looking at 6, 7, 8 months. So how much can we rely on that information if it's already almost half a year or over half a year old? And we get to the point where we have the actual report, it's been produced for our audience, but they might not understand it. There are sometimes over 200 pages in these reports, and a lot of those that are looking at them might just be skimming the information, trying to find what they need, and not really looking at the rest, or not even understanding what the rest of the report is trying to tell them. Because of all those different areas, we need to think about some possible paths forward on making the financial statements more value to the audience members. So, do we have a diminishing return problem here? We need to find something that's going to be cost effective for the preparers and actually add value. Do we need to look at what parts we can get rid of? Is there requirements that can come off of the table? What can we do to make it so that we are producing something of value for everybody? Value for those that are preparing it and value for those that are trying to gain something and use it as valuable information to make decisions upon. The 80-20 rule, looking at we really are having 80% of the outcomes, what our decisions are, is based on 20% of the information within this report. So do we need to have the rest of the information if we're only looking at truly 20% of it? That takes us to the science of subtraction. Less can be more. We have something that has many pieces, statistical section, very lengthy notes in there. Maybe we need to streamline that so that we have a smaller document that is better understood. Technology can also help us. It might be able to help streamline or eliminate some of the manual processes that we're doing to complete the report. We might be able to combine things, therefore making it a shorter report, but giving the information that is going to be needed. Process improvements. Is there anything that we can look at internally or externally that might make this process move more quickly or smoothly? Is it a capacity issue, either with the internal team that's working on the financials and making it audit ready, or is it a capacity issue from our external auditors? They might not have enough team members to complete the audit timely, therefore delaying it and having these reports come out even further past year end. GFOA, when they're really looking at all these different rethinking aspects, their primary goal with Rethinking Financial Reporting is to reach a new state of financial reporting that provides much better value to the users of the report, and that does so at an acceptable cost to preparers. So going back to that reduced cost by adding value. And what can we do to gain that value with reduced costs and make the reports better use of everybody's time and be able to be relied upon? So this primary goal comes from one of the answers to a top question that was asked at the GFOA annual conference. If you would like more information about the GFOA Rethinking Financial Reporting, you can go to their website. On that page, they have many items that you can look into to gain more insight and information. The first being you can download the report, Why GFOA is Rethinking Financial Reporting. That report is only about 20 pages, a really quick, easy read. There also is a link to the member survey results. Those results are also going to be published in the GFOA's member magazine in August 2024. You also can see a link to the top questions that were answered at the GFOA's annual conference this past June. There is an opportunity to go to the Next Gen Financial Reporting Word document. There you can review that document and add your own comments. And finally, the GFOA prize page, which shows questions that were posed to different members, and those that responded and did research were compensated for those responses, and those will be released in fall 2024. Thank you for joining me today as we looked at the GFOA Rethinking Financial Reporting. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me at alex@glassolearningsolutions.com. Thank you.